Well, hello and welcome to David Allen Capital. My name is David Rutz, and I'm glad you decided to become a part of our company. We want nothing but success for you, and we're glad you're here and helping us to serve clients and build giants. As you're watching this Service Star video, you made the right decision because you only have 30 days from the time you started to qualify for this. So we want you to watch this, understand it, and get after qualifying for it. There's so much to gain by doing so, and there's so much you miss out on if you don't qualify. So this is how you want to start. You want to start right, become a Service Star in your first 30 days. Before we go through what that means, we got to read this disclaimer to you, and it's very important that you understand this. Results, obviously, they can vary. Success in any business opportunity depends on different variables, both independent and dependent, which are impossible for us to predict, such as economic factors unique to the locations where marketing of the DAC services is attempted, or the talents of each DAC independent agent. So any examples you're about to see or are given in this overview are for mathematical demonstrations only. No income is earned unless customers are acquired. Any income scenarios or examples shown in this training are not typical. They should never be expected. In other words, you can earn zero. But of course, we didn't start the company for that, and we hope that you don't. We want you to achieve success. So as we go through this Service Star incentive, it's important you first understand how you're compensated. This isn't a full overview, but a real quick, brief overview that you get paid from two different sources. You get David Allen Capital direct deposits, and then you have DAC residuals, which are paid from our partner, Youngevity. So to get direct deposits, and what are they paid on? Every time you do a personal funding with a client, you get a direct deposit. All right. Also, if you get a personal client on Edge, cash discount processing of 10,000 or more, you get a direct deposit. And then anytime you personally enroll an agent who gets qualified, or you're qualified for, and they get fundings, you get a direct deposit. Or if someone in your team, down through extended teams, gets a funding and you're qualified for it, you get a direct deposit. So that's who you get paid through DAC. Now, the residuals and all of your other services are paid through Youngevity, our partner. So your current consumer services, your payment processing, healthcare, telecom, consumer services, etc., when you earn profit on that, we call it retail profit, it's paid via Youngevity. Every Monday they send out the personal commissions for retail customers. All right. Also, each month they pay out the residuals on all of your team's customers. So you have the DAC direct deposit funded plan, and then you have the DAC residual plan powered by Youngevity. Okay. So now to get the residuals via Youngevity, you have to qualify for that. They don't just give it to you. You have to do certain things. You have to qualify in Rise in the residual plan. And the way they do that is they assign point values to each customer service that you acquire. And you have to qualify with at least 50 up to 300 personal customer points. Now, each service has a different qualifying volume. As an example, our consumer service bundle, which costs $60, has 60 points on it. So obviously if you had one customer, you'd already be at 60 points. You'd be at the 50 point level already, right? So that's how you climb. It's getting customers. You can climb to the 300 personal customer point level, consumer or business customers. Now, you also have to recruit at least 3 other representatives on your personal level that do volume. That's how you start to climb through their residual plan. Okay, so just knowing that, you've got to do this anyway if you want to get paid on your team through Youngevity. All right, now your bonuses from DAC, those direct deposits, as you know, you can earn 4% minimum. That's paid to you the Friday after funding. But you can also, by building a team, you can earn a 0.5% enroller commission on all their fundings if and only if you're qualified with getting a client in the last 6 months. Right? If you haven't, then you don't get that 0.5%. And by the way, you can also earn a 0.5% permanent infinity override on any team that's not under another person at the one level once you've got one client yourself, and as long as you're qualified with the 6-month requirement. All right, so with those two things as a backdrop, let's go through the road to Service Star. Basically, it's doing what you've got to do anyway, but doing it within your first 30 days. So number one, you go out and acquire 6 service subscribers minimum that total at least 300 personal qualifying volume service points. All right, so 6 service subscribers minimum and 300 points. All right, and again, there's various ways to do that. And you also have to recruit 3 personally enrolled agents who have 50 service points. Okay, once you've done this, you're qualified as long as you do this in the first 30 days. All you got to do is maintain them once you get them, or maintain any 6 customers at 300 points and maintain any 3 personally enrolled agents at 50 points. So you get them and retain them. All right? That's how you qualify for Service Star. Now, what do you receive? Check this out. What you get for being Service Star, number one, you get an extra 0.5% on all your personal fundings. So instead of getting 4 to 6.5%, now you get 4.5 to 7% on all personal fundings. Okay, that's number one. Number two, pluses counts as one client. So you're bumped to the 1 level, which means you now get the extra 0.5% enroller bonus through your team. So that makes you now at 1% minimum on your personally enrolled agents and a 0.5% override. So 1% personal no matter what and a 0.5% override. And now also you don't have a 6-month activity requirement anymore. It's waived. As long as you're Service Star, you're qualified in the DAC funded plan. So in summary, here's you go out and you help a client get $80,000 funding, let's say. You make 4% on them usually, so that'd be $3,200 you'd make on that $80,000 funding. Well, if you're a Service Star, you get an extra 0.5%, which is $400. You made now you made $3,600 on that account, so you gain $400 for that. How many fundings are you going to do throughout your career with DAC? The only way to get that extra 0.5% is become Service Star in your first 30 days from joining. Also, as you know, you get an extra 0.5%. So usually you get a 0.5% on your personally enrolled agents if you're qualified, right? But now you get an extra 0.5%. So now you make 1% minimum on all your personally enrolled agents' fundings as long as you're qualified. Now, how many fundings are you going to have on your personally enrolled levels? How many agents are you going to have? We have people who've recruited 50 agents, 60 agents, 100 agents. How many fundings are they going to do? Do you want to get a 0.5% or do you want to get 1% minimum? I think you'd rather have 1% minimum. How do you do it? You be as an example, and you become Service Star in your first 30 days. Now, also, your team's going to grow. And as you look at your teams, don't forget, you now get a 0.5% override, open line override. So anyone not under a person at the 1 level already, you get the 0.5%. All those fundings down there, that 0.5% is going to come to you now because you're qualified to receive it rather than bypassing you and going to someone above you. So those are your benefits. How big can that get? And how can you get there? 300 service points. It's you getting 6 subscribers. They could be 3 businesses, 3 consumers, 6 businesses. It doesn't matter. They have to total 300 points each month. Each month, 300 points. So like if you got one healthcare customer with 3 employees at $100 points each, you're at 300 points just from one healthcare customer. But you'd still need 5 other customers, right? Because you need 6 retail customers and you need 300 service points. You need both, all right? Plus you must at least personally enroll 3 agents who have 50 points. All this has to happen in your first 30 days. So you can't wait to recruit these 3 until the end of the month, or they won't have time to get the 50 points, right? And that could be, again, 1 service each would get them there. But you just never know. And you may want to recruit more than 3 to make sure you get there. But again, that's what it takes. Now, what you receive again, you get an extra 0.5% on all your personal funded deals. Permanently, that could be huge. You get qualified at the 1 rank minimum, which means you get an extra 0.5% enroller bonus. You get a 0.5% infinity override. And because it counts as 1 client in the DAC bonus plan, let's say you did get a funded client, now you'd be at the 2 level instead of just being at the 1 level. So it bumps you up quicker because it counts as 1 funded client. And again, there's no 6-month activity requirement. So let's say you have a bunch of personally enrolled agents and some of them get fundings, but you haven't gotten one in 6 months. You wouldn't get paid the 0.5%. But because you're qualified now, you get it. So here's a growth strategy. Number 1, become a Service Star. There's so much to gain and so much you miss out on. So that's number 1. This is starting out of the gate. Become a Service Star. Then help 3 do the same. Help your 3 do the same. You've already recruited 3. Help them do the same. Remember, there's something huge in it for them and something they miss out on if they don't. Then you may have to recruit more than 3 to help 3, but you help at least 3 get Service Star and help them get 3. So just repeat the process. You became a Service Star and help 3, and then help your 3 help 3. And what happens then? You'd be growing through the Youngevity Residual Plan or the DAC Residual Plan inside of Youngevity, which means you'd be a 1-star executive in the residual plan. What does that mean? The benefits? Well, number 1, you get increased residual payout through 6 levels of your team. So you're getting paid through 6 generations of a team at an increased level. That's number 1. Number 2, you get paid beyond your 6 levels, what they call a residual infinity bonus. And that goes through so many generations of other one-star executives. You can also become car bonus eligible at 1-star. And again, it all starts with you being an example in leading and becoming a 1-star yourself. I'm sorry, a service star yourself. All right. So how again you become a service star? In your first 30 days, 300 service points and 6 subscribers and 3 frontline agents who have 50 service points. All right. This is all service points. Again, what do you get? An extra 0.5% on personal DAC clients. You're qualified at rank 1 minimum with an extra 0.5% enroller bonus. So now you're making 1% minimum. You're getting a 0.5% infinity override on all the fundings in your team. And it counts as 1 client, so you can bump up the plan quicker and no 6-month activity requirement. How do you make this happen? Pretty simple. Learn all the features and benefits of all of our services. Order and save on your own services. That counts toward your 300 points and 6 subscriptions. All right. Get service training as quick as you can and pull the QV chart in the DAC Agent Resource Center so you can see how many points you get for every service, and then start sharing the services and income opportunity with friends and family. Get the word out to business owners you know about our payment processing and our healthcare and our telecom. Get the word out about our business funding. Get the word out to consumers you know about our Protect services, and just repeat this over and over until you've become Service Star, and then help your 3 do the same thing. Again, you've gotten free websites. They're in your welcome letter. davidallencapital.com/your ID number is for business capital, payment processing, and equipment financing. DAC Protect is for your consumer services. DAC Healthcare, of course, is for the healthcare service. And DAC Telecom is for business telecom. So again, we thank you for checking out the Service Star video. Get yourself qualified. If you don't understand this, get with your enroller to make sure you understand this. You do not want your 30 days to go by without qualifying for this. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Welcome to DAC. Service Stars in your future. Let's do it.